All right, we should be streaming now. Very, very dark in my room. How do I want to do this? It's kind of bright. I don't want to get blasted in the eyeballs at that level. But then the stream looks too dark. I'll just suffer. That's fine. It's fine. So just do the things I'm supposed to do. Ah, shit. This guy's streaming Dark Souls with a trumpet, and I'm gonna miss it. God damn it. Only I knew. If only I knew. It's good. He only has a trumpet as an input, and he just like wheezes and struggles, and he's just honestly suffering the entire time he's playing. It's great. What's up, Fortune from Within? It's ping everyone with the stuff. Copy link. I gave myself fucking carpal tunnel last night because I spent like 2 hours updating the Zen wiki with like an obscene number of pages with the script that I made to make information more understandable. But now my wrist is all fucked up. Anyways, I want to, I don't know, I just want to stream. We're gonna experiment. I'm gonna try to do some sound design. There's an update available. I don't think this is gonna affect anything. Not. Okay, cool. So let's go. I want to input a tuning file. So lately, a lot of the experiments I've been doing has been involving yeah, my hand's not happy. I've been involving tuning things to just intonation and then doing like crazy processing on intervals that are justly tuned. Trumpet guy's name. Well, if I tell you, then you're gonna leave me. I need the views. It's Challenger Andy, and it's very amusing. Though sometimes his trumpet misbehaves. Like, all right, we're gonna look at it. Oh, it heals too? Oh, that's fucking funny. Anyway, that's what you're missing. That's what you're missing right now. So you're welcome. Okay. So what are we doing? We're tuning things to just intonation, and then we're gonna do some crazy processing and stuff. I want to try. Oh, I don't need to open that. We have to drop that here. There we go. So now we got. Yeah, you hear that shit? That's just intonation. There's two notes, but they're like so in tune it creates another note, right? What we want to do, what do we want to do? I'm gonna take that sound, and I'm gonna put you into Granular Engine. So now we have this guy. Right, so now we're slowly combing through. Let's add some processing. We're gonna slowly comb through this waveform. Ow. Right, let's set this to reverse forward loop. Why does the timbre change that much on the way back? That's crazy. Just set to forward loop. so that's fun. Then, if I remember correctly, we are gonna take a new wave. We're just gonna make this wave be a DC offset, if I'm remembering correctly. Or can we just use a... I think we could just use a sawtooth wave. We'll just make you... We'll make this wave look like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the output of this oscillator and then map that to amplitude of this LFO notch. Yeah? I don't know if that mapped it or not. You have to right click, modulate Y, LFO bus, oscillators, oscillator A. Okay. And then control density. So look at this. Now, the output oscillator is moving this, right? And so now we can use this value. Why did I want to do this initially? Well, I know you can get kind of convoluted, so we can mute this oscillator when it comes out. And then, oh, okay, now I remember why we use a DC offset. Okay, so we set this wavetable to be a DC offset so it doesn't actually play anything, right? But then if we change the volume of this DC offset, we're essentially pushing the speaker in and out, right? So if it's like fully out, your speaker's just going to push all the way out and then stay there. Nothing's going to happen. If I modulate the level to go up and down, then your speaker's going to start pushing and it's going to create sound, right? So this guy is now moving this LFO, and then this LFO can move the level, right? And now we got this thing. Except, why is it pulsing like that? Oh, I see why it's pulsing. We need to set, yeah, the rate of this to 0. So now the LFO envelope point sub XN. How you doing? How's life treating you? Right? Weird. Now, why did we want to do this to begin with? I know there's a way you can apply smoothing. So if we enable this, smooth, right? We can, I think we just mod source, macro 1. I'm trying to remember this like physical modeling thing that I learned from Popbot and some of his friends. So if we have this, whoa. Okay. And so now by smoothing, we're applying smoothing to this LFO, right? And the smoothing is effectively a low-pass filter, right? Because if you apply smoothing to the function that's pushing your speaker in and out, that is the same thing pretty much as a low-pass filter. And then we can take that low-pass filter. How did this work? You can create a square wave LFO, and this one also is going to have 0 hertz set to it. But then we can modulate the phase of this with oscillator, not oscillator A. Turn that off. We'll do this with LFO1. So LFO1 is controlled by oscillator A, and then that's going to control this. Right? I want this to be biphasic or whatever. Bipolar. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. And then now we can like map this guy to this. It's not controlling anything. This needs to be going to filter. Yeah. Bro, oh my god, hold on. No, you can't do that. The cat is trying to break into my room. It's not gonna happen. Then we can go to this guy. Then we can take like FM in from filter 1. Let's change this to be, I don't know, bandpass filter. It's very unpredictable. It's very unpredictable. Okay, so what was the benefit? I'm trying to remember the benefit of why we want to route things through the LFOs. I mean, it does change the way that you can like conceptualize and think, oh no, my chat isn't showing. I just realized that. Damn. Now we have a chat on the screen. Anyways, I don't remember. Don't know. Here, let's map 0. No, I mean remove all destinations, map you to cut off. Okay. Okay. Okay, interesting. Right, so you can add noise effectively by playing with the the cats are fighting. Probably heard that. Oh. That's fucking nuts, man. This is fucking crazy. It's the rubber chickens when you like really. That's crazy, man. Ow. Okay, what effects can we put on this? Does Serum have ring mod? I don't think Serum has ring modulation. Oh, I did want to make intervals. So like I was just playing one note the entire time, but we're in a justly tuned scale, so we could probably like okay, so let's just get some like we're already past CPU. I guess we have like a bunch of feedback loops going, so that would make sense. I see. Why isn't it changing pitch? Yeah, okay. Giant chords I don't think are going to work with this technique. It is so unpredictable. Hey, what's up, T-Fan? We're doing this weird like physical. Oh my god, we're doing this weird like physical modeling synthesis technique where I'm struggling to remember like exactly why we're doing this, but essentially you can take like a sawtooth wave, and then you can throw it into a granulator, like the recording of the sawtooth wave. And then instead of the volume going out, you can use the sawtooth wave being granulated to control an LFO. So then now this LFO, you can start applying like smoothing to, and you can start treating it as like a function that you can add operations to. So for instance, by applying smoothing to this LFO, you are effectively adding a low pass filter, and then you can subtract that LFO against itself and then against the original signal with a different LFO, and then you can use that to create like high pass filters in the LFO, and then you can have them all work to create feedback loop systems. So we have this LFO that's controlling this guy, and then this is controlling cutoff informant stuff for this filter, and then the filter itself is frequency modulating the input signal again. So there's this really convoluted like feedback system where we're using all this shit, and then this eventually the output volume is moving the level of this DC offset wave. So the DC offset wave normally sounds like nothing because it's a DC offset, it's just your speaker pushed all the way out. But if I change the volume of the wave, that means I'm pushing the speaker in and out. And so if I automate this level to move really, really fast using this LFO that's being controlled by this, which is feeding back into this, then this ends up pushing this wave again. So you can use LFOs to push speakers because the LFO is pushing this DC offset. And so this is what's making the sound come out. Now, I still don't like 100% understand necessarily why you have to take all these steps and you can't just like immediately skip the LFO necessarily, but this is how I was told to do it, and it creates really fucking crazy like dying animal vocal cord sounds. It does like it does something related to physical modeling and physically modeling like, I don't know, how vocal cords and shit work. And so when you get chaotic systems, I guess it kind of makes sense because when you create like a feedback loop and it gets super chaotic, then the pitch doesn't become stable, and that instability happens in such a way that like if someone's screaming really, really loudly, then like their vocal cords sound unstable and have this like scratchy quality to them, right? So that's why it sounds like a fucking like dying horse. I'm getting a phone call. This might possibly be important. I might be getting scam called. We'll see. was a scam call, and now they know that my phone number works. That's great. Mr. Leaky, my genius song was upon mine ears, and so I checked the YouTubes, and indeed he was here to bless us all. Oh, did I just like, I popped up on like the next thing playing, and you just heard this shit coming out? If I use that sound alone, it could very well make it into the worst dubstep drop of all time videos. Why isn't it doing what I thought it would? The problem with this kind of patch is it's so fucking complicated. Oh. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, let's just start spell looking everything. I think that's the way. This is exactly what happened to my rooster. Yeah, it's basically just the rubber chicken synthesis. You know what I'm talking about. Let's map that. That's probably enough shit. We want that to be like super low, and then we want I guess we'll do that, and then that, and then this guy we want to be level. And just start screaming. Okay. Okay, now let's try adding. Now we can add multiple intervals, maybe? Oh, I'm breaking. Everything's already breaking. Alright, too many voices. Let's get rid of that one. Yeah, okay, let's map all these. This width. Nah, not decay. This ain't gonna do what I want it to do. Are there resonators in... Not really. They're not really... Like, there's a delay. What? Delay only goes... How far down does delay go? Only 1 millisecond. Not what I want. Let's take, let's get a disperser. And then this guy, let's get a device randomizer. And you control that. And then let's turn off that. Come on. Give me something. They all suck. What the fuck is happening? Like that is such a terrible sound. It's impressive. I can't. Where is it? I don't know what I did. I broke it. Get a, I don't know, let's just get a bunch of ring modulation. I mean, okay, I'm not really getting anywhere. Like, there's just a lot of crazy, painful sounds. Okay, here's an idea. let's step away from that thing, and then let's explore a different premise. Does it save my CPU if I just turn these all off? Somewhat? Somewhat? Okay. Let's get M ring modulator. So the premise is gonna be what's it called? Voice scrambling, but we're gonna scramble things twice. So we're gonna scramble it once, and then we're gonna apply a bunch of shit. We're gonna apply a bunch of effects. Yeah, it's not perfect. I don't know why. Don't know why. You'd expect having 2 ring modulators should give you back pretty much the same signal, but I don't know what's going on there. But here, the premise is that, like, if you got 2 ring modulators, you end up getting the same signal back, plus there's going to be something 20,000 hertz above it, right? So if we're basically inverting the frequency spectrum right here, and then we are inverting it back, right? Right, so if we have, say we got, I don't know, just this really big note. Right? And then what happens if we, like, if we saturate it in between, we're going to create harmonics of it, right? Oh, that didn't do what I was expecting. Shouldn't this be giving us like a bunch of... We should hear something totally different. Sounds a little different. Do I have to use a voice scrambler? I mean, so there's the idea that we can have a voice scrambler and then another one. Turn these off. I don't know why. Okay, it does sound a little bit different, right? Yeah, okay. There's like a little bit of instability added. You can hear there's like a buzzing going on. And I think that's because we're ring modulating, and the ring modulation is using an oscillator, which is 10 kilohertz, right? And that's going to be quote unquote like out of tune with this thing. So we're inverting the entire frequency spectrum. We're inverting the frequency spectrum below 10 kilohertz, then we're saturating it, and then we're inverting again. So we should be getting like undertones. That's not what I'm getting though. Right? I'm pretty sure, because like, okay, if we don't... Right, so this is... We have this guy, and then if we invert it up to 10 kilohertz, it's playing, you know, around there, right? But like... What? The voice scrambler isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be getting... Why are there 2 harmonics? What am I doing wrong? Getting ring modulated. Like if we have an input sound at 100 hertz, right? 100 hertz, and then we ring modulate it by 200 hertz, right? we're going to take that 100 hertz signal, and then we're going to send it. Oh, that's going to actually send it to the same point. Let's do 300. We're going to get 100 hertz, and then we're going to create two sidebands. One that's at 500, and then one's at negative 100, right? And the negative 100 goes to 100, because that's how ring modulation works. And then we're going to EQ out everything above 300. So that should get rid of the second fucking harmonic, but it's still there. It is not working. Does it just suck? It just sucks. I'm so confused now. We duplicate this twice. We're getting the same thing again. There we go. Okay. And that sounds better. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, we're inverting the frequency spectrum, and then we're saturating it, and then we're inverting it again. How I came to that conclusion, you just have to understand like the fundamentals, just the basics. So it's just like, what is ring modulation? What does that do? Well, it basically creates sidebands, and then you can use the sidebands to invert the frequency spectrum essentially by filtering certain regions. And thus, if you invert the frequency spectrum, you can then apply processing to it, and then you can invert it again, and then the processing, now that it's been sandwiched in between these inversions, is now going to behave a little bit differently, right? So that's without the saturation, and then with it, here's it's like doing this wobbling thing, whereas without the inversion, no, it still is doing the wobbling thing. Why is it wobbling so much? Oh, we have inharmonic FM synthesis going on. I'm so silly. I'm so dumb. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, this is a better here. Let me delete all this excess shit, because I'm confusing myself constantly. All right. If we get rid of the sandwiched voice scramblers, that's what it sounds like with them. Turn it up. Ow, 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 ow. So if we, here, let's put this into a rack, and then let's just create a knob that turns on and off both the scramblers at the same time. Sounds slightly different. Sounds slightly different, right? There's a little bit of inharmonic stuff being added, and I think because the filter cutoff of the EQ8s that I'm using aren't super clean, there's some like leftover shit from the ring modulation, from the voice scrambling. But it sounds a little bit different. Let's try Seinfeld. Right, it sounds a little bit different. Now, it's something that's going to be very obvious is like, what happens if we do pitch shifting, right? So pitch shifting, we can do like this. Right, that's what it sounds like. It ends up splitting into sidebands and then coming back together. So if without it on, that's all it does. With it on, it gets super complicated because we're inverting the entire frequency spectrum, and then we're pitch shifting it, and then we're inverting it back over. And so that pitch shifting is working logarithmically, because pitch shifting is like a logarithmic thing, whereas ring modulation, and the way that ring modulation works and how we invert the frequency spectrum, is like a frequency shifting thing. It sounds a little bit different. So let's add it, let's give it some harmonics, and so you're going to hear it like additively like deconstruct a little bit, right? Right? And all I'm doing is just like this. Right? That's all I'm doing. And it's fucking with the whole entire thing. The entire like spectrum falls apart. So what else can we do? So like pitch shifting is gonna sound fucking nutty. It has to be something that adds like frequency content to the thing in such a way that it's like harmonically based, kind of, right? Like if we just frequency shift it, it's not gonna actually change anything really. Well, frequency shifting is mildly interesting in that here, like, so we have this thing. If we pitch shift it up one, it gets like ring modulated in a weird way. Right, that's what pitch shifting does when it's sandwiched. If you frequency shift it, whoa. It doesn't sound that different. And most of the stuff is actually there. And the reason why I think is because, again, we're ring modulating the thing, applying the thing, and then ring modulating it again such that we end up returning to the original signal. But frequency shifting is basically ring modulation where you isolate one of the side bands. And you do that doing some like math bullshit. Yeah. That's cool. Here, let's flatline it after. And then shifter. So I don't, it adds this like that's kind of interesting, honestly. It's like a widening thing. Think about that. We have like a spread, slightly spread, but we're sandwiching it between voice scramblers. And then it sounds, I don't know, kind of nutty. Let's get more sounds. Let's just go dig through a bunch of sounds that I have here. Yapping babies. What are you guys doing? What do you sound like? Let's get the wobbly clams too. And let's take this, put you here. So without it. It sounds like completely out of phase. Mono check. Weird. Very weird. Let's put this on the yapping babies. These guys over here. It's gonna adds what sounds like inharmonic distortion a little bit on both of the speakers when I do that. Which that makes sense, right? So if I turn off the wide thing, right? Sounds kind of like erosion, but like it makes it kind of noisy in a weird way. Very subtle. Totally kills the like everything in it, but map carrier there, also carrier to that. Huh. Why is it getting rid of all the sub? Now that, I'm not sure why. Why would I get rid of all the sub? We're taking all this content, inverting, oh, I guess the sub content is near the cutoff frequency at 10 kilohertz, and then that gets removed eventually, and then gets sent back. So that would explain why we're losing sub content. Okay. All right, what other effects are there that we can try out? Because, okay, the pitch shifting is like kind of interesting, but it's really subtle. Would a resonator do anything? I mean, a resonator is gonna create frequency yeah, that should. That actually might be interesting. So a resonator, I think, will create, it's gonna create like pitches essentially at these notes, but then these are going to end up getting scrambled, right? So we scramble, we invert the frequency spectrum of the input sound, apply a resonator, and then we scramble it again, such that the original sound, so original sound gets made upside down, we apply the resonator, and then we flip the whole thing upside down again, and now the resonator is going to be upside down. Yep, that sounds like shit, though. Yeah, most of the stuff is like... kind of cool. I mean, yeah, it's just like weird metallic as fuck, which I guess it makes sense that it would be metallic because we're resonating in harmonic frequencies now. It's all kind of boring, frankly. What other effects do we have that would do something kind of cool? Chorus ensemble. I mean, there's some repitching that goes on with chorusing. We can get chorus stack rack, which is just like a billion chorus ensembles. Let's hit this with a flat line after. Ow. Ow. Turn the resonator off. Okay. Turn you off. Right. See, something like that. Okay, that's nuts. That's fucking nuts. Hold on. I mean, that's what it sounds like without the remod stuff, so... So that's already crazy, but... We'll take another ring mod, and then, ring... No. We just want a shifter. It's just... It sounds insane, but it's just, like, really painful. That's the biggest problem with that. Here, let's take bloom, put bloom on here so that it makes shit less painful. I don't know what to make of it, man. I mean, it sounds nuts. But, like, what are you gonna do with that? How are you gonna use that, you know? Not really usable at all. That sounds fucking insane. It hurts and is unusable. Not musical at all, but it sounds crazy and it looks crazy as well. I don't know what to do, man. Let's just record that audio out and see if we can do like transposing or something. And then we take this terrifying, awful thing. Okay, I don't know. All right, we discovered. You know what? We did discover new sounds. They're not really good, but they're interesting. I think I'm gonna give up on playing around with this voice scrambling thing, because like the premise is super cool. The sounds it makes just aren't ever good. Is there anything else we can do? We can try this auto shift thing, though I don't know how auto shift works, TBH. Not really. Why are you broken right now? Okay, so we have you. How do we... It's only getting triggered when there's bass playing? Okay. Yeah, no, it's all garbage. Anything else? What else could we do? We like add erosion, but then inverting that will just make it sound noisy, and erosion's already noisy, right? Honestly, kind of cool. What else? Would spectral tire spectral resonator do anything? I don't think so, because it just affects things spectrally and doesn't pitch shift or add frequency content. If I like, this is just gonna smear phase. This is just like phase stuff. Yeah, it doesn't. No, none of that. None of that. Okay. I'm tired of that. What else can we do? We can try making some chords. Play around with, I don't know, spectral time maybe? Here, let's just like, what do you sound like? Find out. Let's get an little like seventh thing there. Just some weird. And then let's get spectral resonator. Why not? No. Let's make this 4. Still trying to wrap your head around the rainbow piano. Yeah, rainbow piano is so good. I want one so fucking bad. Unbelievably bad. We want this one. So the rainbow piano is actually way easier to use than regular piano. To learn how to play it, I think. Why does this spellbook look all fucked? What's happening? Don't do that. Actually, wait, no, I think we do want that. Man Z. Yep, $4,000. I know. I kind of upset because I was told I was going to hear back whether or not I got this job today, and they have not. I've not heard a thing, so it does not bode well. But I might. Well, seemingly not. I might get a job doing like audio prototyping technology, systems design stuff, working on speakers and shit. But the coolest part about that, besides me stop being a fucking jobless loser, is I would then have money to get a Lumitone. Oh boy. I've been thinking about it for ages. I remember when I was working at my last job and I had money. I had to make a choice between Barefoot speakers or Lumitone. I chose the speakers, which I think was the right decision, but it was hard and I'm sad. I've been wanting one for fucking years. Okay, let's take this guy and then let's just like move all of these around. I thought this was gonna be a drum loop. What the fuck is this? I love that. These are not drums, man. What the fuck do I have here? Yeah, none of these. Here. Whatever this is. Only $14 per key? Well, there's like, yeah, there's like 250 keys or something. Yeah, I'm very jealous because I feel like most of learning music theory is like tactile kind of stuff. I feel like to like really properly gain an intuition for, I don't know, at least like compositionally where different scales are relative to each other, how chords work and whatnot. Like it's just as much, you know, visually knowing what they look like, knowing conceptually what they are, and also the like whatever the word is for knowing like physical space. Yeah, 280 keys, yeah. Yeah, this is I don't know what I'm doing. This is garbage. Let's switch to something that's good. Probably. Unless there's another sound design thing that I wanted to research. Trying to think. Yeah, I was trying to. I don't know. We made the dying animal sounds, and then I tried exploring the voice scrambling thing, where you sandwich voice scramblers between effects, and they're not that great. I mean, they're super interesting sounding, but they're not really musically usable at all. Oh. Oh, about that. We could try playing with like additive synthesis, maybe. Right? Like we can here, let's go. What is it? Slavish scale workshop. Let's just make harmonic series segment from 1 to 64. Yeah. 1 to 64. Why not? And then Ableton scale file. shove that there. And then now we got this guy. Now, go to the bottom. Transpose up. Okay. And then now we have harmonics, the harmonic series, right? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. There's like something there. You can just like loop stuff forever and just like keep drawing in MIDI essentially and just building like a crazy timbre. Hey, what's up, Dilda? I'm doing the thing that you made a video on. Yeah, one of my favorite things about Roar is just honestly how easy and intuitive the bias knob is. Okay. Oh, that sounds terrible. Yeah, no, just intonation sounds fucking nuts with distortion. What if we use Inharmonic FM? Yeah, obviously the distortion sucks immediately. Yeah, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I don't know if I assume you weren't here earlier in the stream, but I was doing some pretty cool physical modeling stuff by that like Popbot and Amphivolia and that whole crew showed me, where like essentially you granulate a waveform, and then the waveform controls the amplitude of LFO points, and then you use the LFO points to apply smoothing to them, and the smoothing operates as a low pass filter. And then you use that waveform that you can apply weird operations to. Yeah, dude, oh yeah, good for letting me know, because yeah, I literally missed a couple of your messages. That's so fucking annoying, and I hate that it's the default. It's so, oh my god, I hate it. Anyways, the premise here is use a DC offset waveform, and then you just adjust the amplitude of the level of the waveform using the oscillator. But the oscillator is controlling an LFO height first. And then, yeah, you can get crazy sounds. And then you create like feedback loops so that like the output of the filter will like modulate, I don't know how the LFOs interact with each other, which operates on this thing, and then it basically it creates like super unstable and terrifying dying animal sounds. So let's see if we can figure out how this shit worked again. I had a spellbook going. Got a spellbook doing. It's broken. It randomly like explodes. So it's going way too crazy right now, which is pretty annoying. Here, let's delete spellbook. Okay. Go maybe this guy. Right. Yeah, so the granulator is modulating this LFO point here. The rate is set to 0, so the LFO is just stuck here. And then I'm using that to control the phase of this wave here, and then you can apply smoothing so that when smoothing is on, this square wave, you know, smooths out essentially. And then it's like, I don't fully understand why you need to use the LFOs. I know you can do some interesting shit where like you can subtract LFOs from each other. Like for instance, by applying smoothing, this is a square wave with a low pass filter on it, right? Because smoothing is a low pass filter. And then if you were to subtract this wave by its smoothed out version, you create a high pass filter version of this wave. And so you can create like weird functions of LFOs, but I feel like you can still just apply normal filters to it. So like I am missing like a little bit of context, but when you do all this shit, you get crazy sounds. You just get crazy shit. But yeah, the LFO, yeah, the LFO is basically a wave shaper. It's like a convoluted way of wave shaping this thing and then having the LFO push the DC offset. I told you, it's dying animal sounds. What's up, Hoopla? We're making dying animals. DC offset, you just hit the draw button and you just like go like, I want dat, and you go bop, right? Bam, you can do it. Now it's doing the other way. And so there's basically, we do all that, and then there's like feedback loops. So this formant is, I think, this filter, I think is controlling the FM amount, or it was. No, I don't think so. I think it's pretty clean. It's that instability happens when you create feedback loops. So that will create like, I don't know, I guess inharmonic feedback loops or whatever, because not everything's going to be like perfectly synced when the waveform gets reshaped, and so this is going to speed this up, which is going to slow that down, which is going to speed that up, and then everything gets hella noisy and gets fucking crazy. And that's why it sounds kind of like nails on a chalkboard, because like nails on a chalkboard is like an inconsistent, like when you zoom in really closely to the waveform, it's random and kind of noisy, but not like at the level at which it's like white noise, you know? And so it's like mostly understandable, but it's like kind of noisy and chaotic in like a really unpredictable way as a result of the unstable feedback system. So again, I still don't fully understand the benefit of doing all this LFO shit. You can apply smoothing in interesting ways. Like this knob smooths out this LFO, this macro smooths out the curve of oscillator A, which is controlling this LFO. So there's smoothing I'm able to apply to this, so I can apply a low pass filter from this waveform onto this LFO, and then that LFO can control this thing, which I can also apply a low pass filter to. And if I were to subtract both of these against each other, then I could create high pass filter versions of the thing. But I don't know why we can't just like directly route this guy to control like the filter, and then like ignore the LFO portion and just apply filters and stuff. I guess there's a limited number of filters. You only got 2 filters, so you can do more convoluted shit. It's kind of interesting though, because like it makes you break down and think about the wave as a function, and the wave itself is a function the whole time. So it's neat. And it'll do that. It'll do that randomly. Hello? No, I was using like device randomizer a second ago, and it's like it's just like a little too, you know. If I do it again. Map. Alright, it stopped making cool sounds. I don't know. I got stuck. But there's some cool stuff there. Yeah, look at the waveforms. I mean, I guess they're all made with the DC offset to begin with, so it would make sense that they would look all fucky wucky. It sounds like a woman saying something. It's muffled, right? Like you hear that? Yeah. How? Okay. Here, let's put bloom on this. Wow, I did it again. None of these are really sticking out to me that I want to keep though. Like the sound of the like unstable thing, you know, it's like either it sounds like someone's screaming and their vocal cords are collapsing in an unstable way. Yeah, you said like interesting how it all sounds kind of like animals with the Foreman thing. Yeah, I think the instability with the feedback loop. I'm trying to remember correctly, but I think like if when someone's like screaming like really fucking loudly, there's kind of like an unstable loop going on in terms of like the energy or the force going into your vocal cords that like is overexerted, that is then like compensated for, and that like ends up creating like uneven, noisy kind of vibrations, you know. Redesigning the sound from Tom and Jerry episode with just these noises, but like the faster zappy ones. Yeah, that's true. mean, that's kind of cool. Reminds me of Exon's music. Are you challenging me right now? That was like a challenge. Okay, whatever. These are some cool sounds. Let's bunch them up. Da da da. I am bunching. I'm bunching. I can't bunch anymore. Come on. Come on. Be nice. Da 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 da. Da da ba ba. Just gonna take that group, bunch it up. We're bunching it up. And then I like that one also. Cool. All right. These are our sounds. Making the core of the song. Yeah. Well, now that we've been challenged, we have to do it. Have to do it. Is there more we want to make? Yeah, I did ignore a bunch of these actually. Okay, these are okay. We'll add this to the bunch. Da, 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 da. You go somewhere reasonable. Thank you. And then group all of these. You gotta, yeah, Tilda, you gotta participate in the 343 Edo challenge. It's you got until December 10th to make a song in 343 notes per octave. Is necessary. All right, what do we call these? Zippy zaps. I accidentally hit caps lock, so it looks like that. I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. All right. All right. Yeah, no, basically every single stream that I do, I'm harassed by these like numerologists essentially to make something 343 notes per octave, which I already did make a thing in it. The harassment has not stopped. Do not. It's one of those things where like if you give in to terrorist demands, they're just going to keep demanding things. So be careful. That being said, there is a challenge, and the winner gets $20 gift card on Amazon, I think. Insane. All right, we have to make a banger out of these unusable sounds. Use the Mr. Bill kick because it's Mr. Bill Day today. Isn't that great? We'll put that kick there, and then we'll hit him with the tipper kick right before the thing. Right? And then snare, and then we'll also do Bill. Okay. This is Mr. Bill Day. Fun. Make this a good BPM. we gotta make it good, folks. How do we do this? We want here Bill hat. I won't send you straight to hell, Mr. Leaky. I never would. You, if anything, you were an unwitting and unknowing pawn of Oberleutnant. You were not responsible for your temporary psychosis and the 343 obsession. This is so bad. This is going to be absolutely terrible. Oh, that's fine. Okay. That's kind of fun. Right? That's kind of cute. I don't know. What do I want to do? I need to make this somehow good. Yeah, this shit is unusable. No, you're totally right. Here, that right there. It sounds like a voice. Where? Where? Okay, the drums are terrible, actually, come to think of it. I do not like it. I don't like Mr. Bill Day. Let's get things that I know work. Bird calling, clap. And then we got addictive drums. We just need to make drums that are, like, good, you know? How do we make drums that are good? We load up a drum kit. Probably like that one. Okay. And then beats, and then we just fucking search. We want to just a 4/4 Motown beat. Why not? Okay, that'd suck. Song 05, what? Okay. It could be that just drum sets it. all sucks. Oh, that's kind of... And then let's find more sounds. More sounds, unfortunately. Oh yeah, yep, that's it. That's the shit right there. Oh. And then we can, here, let's shove all that shit to the side. And then we'll get just, no, I can't make a riser, or I can't use a riser, I have to make one out of existing sounds. We'll use this as, we'll stretch you out, we'll put you on, I don't know, put you like that, and then we'll flatline you. We'll increase the grain size so it's smearing a bit, and then we'll delay it so it's smearing like even more. And then we're gonna go envelopes, clip, and transposition, and then you're gonna be like kind of low, and then you're gonna go, you know what I'm talking about? This is a riser. And then we consolidate. Insane, massive, super cool, wicked sick. And then we just use a utility to make it less stupid. Whoa. And then here, let's mute that, and then that, and that, and then we will duplicate the drums over. And then let's get rid of the stupid tuning that I made. And then hip hop sub at probably just F as a... Right? That's kind of that there is a release there. There's tension that's built, and then it releases. Let's bird calling clap. Let's go stab, and then we hit it with that. We need percussion. We need to make percussion out of our existing shit samples. So what do? We copy and paste this, and then we transient gate it, and then we set it to 16th notes. Yeah. And then more samples. Reverse. I think Resonant Language uses like a shit ton of operator, and he does like sculpt stuff out slowly. From what I've like heard and seen from like small videos. And then we'll go 32. And then here we'll go like bam. You know, we'll give him one of those. And then this guy is gonna go like bam, right? Kinda cool, kinda cool. That bit sucks though. And then let's hit him with another one of these. Weird as fuck. We need like super aggro drums. We need the drums to be like way better. So because we're talking about resonant language, let's get. I'll have resonant language sounds. Nah. Don't I have it? Where's it? I have the sample packs. I bought them. Where did I? Res Lang. RL drums and stuff. Yeah, that's what I want. Let me slow it down. And then we hit it with stab. Kind of cool. Let's go back to RL. Let's just highlight a bunch of perks. And then this guy, more stab on Motown. Oh, I didn't even put stab on Motown drums. Just a thing. Oh, how the fuck do you find that out? Are you like reading the manual like some kind of fucking psychopath? Okay, it's kind of stupid. And then what, we just duplicate the whole fucking thing over again? And then, I don't know, we have to do something special. Copy this guy, and then we make it an occupier. And then, because it's an occupier, gotta make it all silly. Let's go square wave really fast. And then we'll do that. Like that. Damn, why is there so much low end? What's up in process? Oh, there's a fat rack. Yeah, okay, you go outside. And then, you know what? You also go outside. And then you... Let's add a sine wave, because I want to attach a sine wave to the square wave LFO. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna shrink it. No, I thought like motherfucker, like this. I'm so bad at using the goddamn batch control thing. My God, it's just. That was not, whatever. Okay, we have some garbage. What else do we got? What else can we use? Okay, so what, we have this going for like that long, and then I'm gonna duplicate this, and then I'm gonna turn these dudes off, and then we're gonna have the sound get inserted. No, no, no. We're gonna go there. And then we're gonna have you do that. I just want to be done with this, but I want to make a full drop. So I'm just gonna speed run throwing fart sounds. We obviously gotta EQ this guy, and then oh, you're supposed to be like doing that. I did it. We made like almost a minute of music using dog shit sounds, and the song's kind of dog shit, but it does a thing. There's a downbeat. There's a fart sound that plays on the downbeat, and then there's a response. We got call and response fart sounds and electricity sounds and drums. I did it. Let's switch up to something actually like productive and decent. But yeah, fun sound design stuff here. This song, I haven't worked on this song in a hot minute. I'm not saving this project file. This song is dog shit. Yeah, this song that I'm loading is good, and I need to keep chipping away at it. I also need to work on the remix I'm doing for Ace, because I want to release that like next month, and if I want to release it next month, I need to finish it like this week. Hey, what's up, Exon? What? Ooh, are you saying I did it, or are you saying you did it? And if you did it, what did you do? And if I did it, then thank you. Is the smiley face is what I needed. Yeah, don't think there's a manual. Yeah, I don't think so either. Do you think the meter has become too discernible, like the time signature kind of thing? Yeah, the Ace remix is pretty dope. It's just the main problem I have with the Ace remix is structure wise. I feel like it gets kind of boring towards the end, and that's a big issue because it's like hard to figure out what to do. But it's a remix of Dream Shaper, which is like his oldest song I think he has posted right now. Yeah. I like anyways, yeah, no, fucking awesome, amazing idea, amazing song. I'm just like really stoked to finish this remix. And like, I don't know, I love it. I love what's going on. Only issue is that idea, like that drop, that main drop, the main motif, the main hook happens like 4 times in the song, and I don't know. I feel like it loses its magic by the 4th time it happens. And so I tried cutting out the last drop, but then without the last drop, I'm like, oh, but the song needs another drop, and I don't know what to do. I hate it. Anyways, here's a different song. Why you like that? 94. The problem with the swapping out layers and stuff is the synth that Ace made in the main drop is inharmonic as fuck. It's like a sine wave and multiple frequency shifters in a series followed by erosion, right? The main thing. That thing. That sound there, it's not like in any key or whatever. And when you actually try to pinpoint it and create counterpoint or try to create like another synth that plays the same thing, it doesn't work. It somehow sounds fucking amazing on its own, but like I can't get anything to work with it. It's weird. It's weird as shit. Okay, yeah, compositionally, I think the song's totally done. There's some mixing stuff, mostly wrong with the kick sub phase alignment. For some reason in this song, it's like really noticeable versus most other songs that I've listened to. I did do some weird shit with the kick at some point. I don't know why, but I parallel process it with a bandpass filter doing that, and then I don't know. I did this like 2 years ago. It's weird. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? But besides that, which I don't want to deal with that right now because it's just pain. What else is wrong? There's some shit in the intro. Just like the kick, just fucking socko mode, man. Can I just make how long is this kick? We are at 140 milliseconds. That's not bad. Sounds like maybe without all that processing. section sounds fucking awesome. The kick drum isn't quite loud enough. The loudness is kind of weird. I'm a little uncertain if this section, if the highs are too high. I mean, they are highs, you know? Are these necessary? You think I could just get rid of these? Like, when do they play? Right? We have... Now it is very quiet, so maybe like you can hardly even hear it, so maybe I need to make it really audible. Then do some panning. Consolidate this. Be less bright. What if we do some shit like that? Probably not. Nah. Maybe smaller gaps. No, something like... Nah, I don't think we can do that. Too much. I don't know how to make this sit in the mix the way I want it to. It's can we get rid of the low end maybe? High pass. I don't know. I don't know what to do there. I don't know. Okay, song sounding better, I think. Yeah, it's mostly like loudness stuff. I think I fixed the I fixed the kick drum. Sounded kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, at least I was a little bit productive. Okay, next time I stream, I am working on the remix. No fucking question about it. That's what I need to work on because I want to release that song. That's simple. It's that simple. I need to stop screwing around and just twisting knobs and making I don't know, giant mud pies that I don't even save. Like it's fun and all, but I need to actually like focus on being productive, right? I need to focus on actually outputting music. So I'm gonna do that. All right, I am ending the live stream. It has been a hoot. Has been a pleasure. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you didn't. Looks like everyone's gone now. Anyways, that could be just my stream bugging out. But anyways, I'll try to stream again tomorrow, and I don't know. I need to get back in the habit of doing this because I've been slacking hard for sure. All right, I'm in now. Thanks for watching, everyone, and take care.